If you don't like me at my this and you don't deserve me at my whatever, it looks like it at the end. Hey guys, it's Addison. I'm quarantined in my house right now because I traveled for spring break and I don't want to put other people at risk. So right now I'm staying home, and my school doesn't start again till next week. I'm doing it all online. But my mom wanted me to, we have to learn something new every day. And today I have to learn a new makeup look. And I realized I have never done a halo eye. And so I've done cut crease, but I've never done halo. So I'll be doing a halo. I also have gotten, I think, here. I almost just dropped it. I've gotten some new makeup palettes since last time I did a video. These are my 4 newest palettes. I have they're all Colourpop. I have the Frozen 2 collection. And then I have Blue Moon and Mar. And if you want to keep up to date with the makeup I have, my collection, what I use, the makeup that I do, you can follow my account, Seldom Palettes, on Instagram. I'm participating in the pan challenge or whatever. So I've been using a little bit more of what I have. And so, yeah. I'm gonna get started. First, I'm gonna spray my face with this Claudie Eau de Beauty. It's just beauty water. I like it because it's cooling. It's cooling and refreshing. Next I'm gonna take my moisturizer, put it all over my face. I need to get a lighter moisturizer. I can't. I always put the moisturizer on while that beauty water is still wet. Because it just goes on a little bit better. I also have a few acne flare-ups. This right here is kind of cystic. And then this all is hormonal. Up next, I'm going to prime my face. I'm going to go in with the Hangover primer a little bit. And then the Jeffree Star approved $8 Poreless Putty primer. So I'm done priming. So I'm going to take, just not learning new things. I read something somewhere that you use translucent powder first. And then you do a light dusting of translucent powder over your face, and then you do it. And it looks different. So I'm going to find my brush. And we're going to try that today.
12 seconds later.
Okay, so I'm actually going to go in with my concealer first. I like the way that the powder is feeling over the primer. I can kind of tell where the primer worked. Don't know if you guys can see. You guys on camera. But my skin looks really smooth and flawless, all around here. You can still see these flaws, but they're not as open. But you can still see there's giant pore right here, which I'm pretty sure is actually an acne scar. So I'm gonna go in with some concealer, and I use the e.l.f. Fair Beige. I need to go get some more, actually. I'm almost out. And then after that, I'm going to go in directly with my Too Faced Cloud Foundation. Okay, so I'm pausing my show right now. I'm not liking the way it's blending. It's taking me a lot more effort, in the areas where I do need to use concealer for coverage, to blend it out. And I think that's because I put a cream on top of a powder, but I'm sure it's going to give me a much more airbrushed look when it's done. It's just taking a lot more work right now. So we'll see how I feel after the foundation. Okay, so I'm not sure how I feel about this look. It is a little bit more airbrushed-esque on my cheeks and everything, but I worry that underneath my eyes it's going to start to get cakey, so I am going to set it again with loose powder, and then I'm probably going to go over my problem spots with the Fit Me powder foundation. Actually, no, I gotta contour first. Harder. I'm gonna contour first. Actually, I did powder contouring. I'm too broke to afford a new palette. Ooh, I should learn how to look like a guy. I should. I am a catfish. That's enough for contouring. I'm gonna blend it out and then I'll set it and do everything that I said I was gonna do. Okay, so I finished contouring. It's not looking so great, but it never does. I'm gonna powder and then touch up with the powder foundation. I'm satisfied with how that turned out, so I'm gonna set it real quickly with some sun spray. Oh, my booty blender. Booty. I'm gonna set it with some setting spray. Also, I do not recommend this setting spray. It's the Makeup Obsession Matte Fix. They sell it at Walmart. I don't recommend it. It doesn't work very well. It's just what I have.
I didn't like how the setting spray had separated some of the makeup on my chin and what that did to the coverage, and so here I'm just taking a powder, foundation, and a blending brush to cover that up.
I'm also going to quickly set my eyelids with this powder foundation because I like the consistency of it more than that loose setting powder. Okay, up next is bronzing blushing highlighter. Today I'm going to be using this I repressed it. It's this bronzer. I don't actually know what it's called. Is it on the bottom here? Trace Gold. It's like a shimmery one. And then I'm probably going to be using pink Swoon and maybe a little bit of Malia AB3. That and it. And then for my highlighter, I'm going to be using some of the Wet n Wild, like light pinkish one, and then Flexitarian by Colourpop. You know the drill. You gotta turn back on the murder show. Oh, for my brushes for this, I like using this mermaid brush. If you search mermaid brushes on Amazon, it's like the first set. I also really like the blending brush that it came with. It's one of my favorites as well. I think it's real hair, but it also might be synthetic. I don't care really. And then I use this MAC blush brush, and then this e.l.f. highlighting brush. overpressed it. It's a little bit more pigmented, so I'm going to go with this angled face brush from Eco Tools to just continue blending it out so it's not as, you know. Looking blushed and beautiful today. I still gotta go in with Flexitarian, but I think I'm gonna do that at the very end because I think making my face look a little bit shiny. So like I said, today I'm gonna be doing a halo look, which I've never done before. So I think I'm gonna keep it a little bit more natural, but maybe like have the halo be a pop of color or something like that. But I'm gonna go pick out what looks to do with my arm itches. I'm sunburned. I'm going to be using some shades from my Morphe Nature Glow palette. I can't remember what it's called. And then I think I'm actually going to use some of this Peaches palette by Profusion because I really want to try this shade Wannabe. I swatched it yesterday with a brush and it's almost duochromic. And then if I add anything else, I will let y'all know. But I'm just gonna go in and do my eyeshadow, and then I'll put in a voiceover explaining what I'm doing, because you know I'll kind of get in the zone sometimes.
First, I am taking that Morphe M350 Nature Glow palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Wannabe in my crease, and I'm also going to be taking that shade under my eye. In this voiceover here, I'm only going to be saying the name of the shades, but if you want to check out the description, I will put where in the palette that is located so that you don't have to look up the shade names like I did. Up next, I'm dipping into that Profusion palette that I mentioned with the shade Outspoken. I'm putting this in my crease to deepen it up a little bit and to provide some extra dimension. Up next, I'm going back to that Morphe palette with the shade Cafe. I'm putting this all over my lid, and it's going to be the base color of my halo eye look. I also bring this color under my lash line to darken that up a little bit so that the eye look looks a little bit more balanced all around. Here you can tell I don't normally do dark eyeshadow looks, and I wasn't a fan of how it was looking so far. I ended up taking a clean blending brush and started just blending out the edges of the eyeshadow because I felt the color was just a little too intense and jagged around the edges. I do the same thing on the other eyelid, including the cafe and the blending of it completely. I'm going to cut that all out to save your time.
I'm really not happy with how this eye looks, so I'm going to take it off and try again.
20 minutes later.
After completely redoing the eye on the left, I took the shade Matte Pecan from the Zulu by Juvia's Place palette to warm up the eye a bit since cafe is such a cool toned brown.
Okay, so I've gotten this. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I've never done anything this dark or anything like this. My hair also, I realized you can see my roots, and I really want to go get my hair redyed, or at least my roots redone. But the only palette that I used that I didn't mention earlier was the Zulu palette, which I showed you guys. But now I'm gonna go with my concealer. Where did I put my concealer? Concealer! Oh. I have it now. I put it away. I'm gonna go in with my concealer and just do it on the lid there, and then I'm gonna set it with the shade Outgoing. I don't know. But I have a plan for what I'm gonna do with the eyes, and it involves the Flutter palette. Actually, no, I'm gonna set it with Transcend. So I'm gonna set these now I went a little overboard over here, so I think I'm gonna like blend in some more of the dark color. Hopefully not lose my marbles. Yeah, I'm going crazy. I don't like dark eyeshadow looks. I like bright and colorful. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with Wannabe and go on top of this mess here, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so that lightened it up a little bit. I am gonna go back in though with the in the inner corner with the darker color. Just or at least I'm gonna take the brush I used and just blend these edges a little bit. I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm done with the Profusion palette. Before I go in and use the Flutter palette, I'm gonna line my waterline with black, and hopefully that'll, you know, it's not doing anything. That's better. I like that. Oh my gosh, I haven't done waterline eyeliner in so long. I'm so edgy. I used to do it every day. Every day, waterline and tightline, every day. We're gonna do the Colourpop palette last, like after everything last. I'm gonna do my eyebrows next. I use the NYX thingy here. I'm okay with how that turned out. Not the best look, but I need to do my lips. We're gonna go bold. We're doing metallic lip today because you know I'm staying home. There's no point in not going full out. Ew. Wait. Ow. Makeup remover. I did it. I'm gonna put on chapstick and let it sit for a minute. So as you can see, I waited a little longer than just doing my lipstick. So here's essentially what I did. I did my hair. Part of down the middle. Haven't done the middle part since 5th grade. I used this matte lipstick. Oh, I can't pick up. MAC lipstick in Gems and Roses on my lips. And then I used the Revlon Color Stay Liquid Eye Pen in Classic Black to do my eyeliner. And then I went in with some glitter, because you know, a little fun, with Hungry Ghost and Groove from the Flutter palette. And I did that right over. You can see where it is. And then I did Flexitarian under my eyebrows. And Cupid's bow a little bit right there. Oh, and a tiny bit in the inner corner. So yeah. Okay. So I've got eyelashes, so I put on my falsies. Feeling kind of super cute right now. I think I'm gonna actually put clothes on today. I have to record a presentation. I should have done rainbow eyes. You know, I'll do them tomorrow. We'll make another YouTube video. Only because my presentation is on LGBTQ plus rights in America. But I feel super cute right now. I wish I had some like little bangs or something right here. Oh wait, that's cute. I'm really cute. I'm living for this. I don't think halos are gonna be like an everyday thing for me, but I definitely would wear it whenever I do prom makeup for a prom that got canceled. So, that's gonna be it for today's video. Every product that I use is gonna be mentioned in the description, and I will include what lashes I use, even though I don't know what they are. They're magnetic lashes. That's pretty cool, because I'm bad with glue. But if you want to see close-ups of this eye look or my final outfit for the day, even though it's 2:40 p.m. follow my Instagram, Seldom Palettes, and yeah, have a great day. Bye!